Hello everyone, and welcome to another guitar tutorial with myself, Callum McGaw. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play You and Me from The Last of Us. Okay, so for this tutorial I will play each section before I actually teach you guys it, just so you know how it's going to sound when the tutorial is finished. Okay, so for the first part, this is how it should sound. Okay, so that was the kind of first section of the song. So to begin, you're going to take your first finger, put it on the E string on the 3rd fret, take your pinky finger or your 4th finger, put it on the 5th fret of the B string, and then you're going to take your 3rd finger, your kind of ring finger, put it on the 5th fret of the D string. Pluck those strings. So that's the first kind of shape. After that, you're going to move up 2 frets to the 5th and 7th fret. Okay, so those first 2 shapes again, and move up 2 frets. And then you're going to go down to the 2nd fret, you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and you're going to put your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. You're going to be playing the B string as well, as part of that chord. Okay, so the first 3 shapes again, 3rd and 5th fret, 5th and 7th, and 2nd and 3rd. And after that, you're going to do the same shape again, 3rd and 5th fret, up 2 frets again, and this bit's a little different. You're going to put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the A string, you're going to put your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the B string, you're going to put your 4th finger on the 7th fret of the E string, which will be this chord. Okay, so again, it's the first 2 shapes that I showed you, 3rd and 5th, 5th and 7th, so the first 2 parts combined. After that, you're going to play the first 3 shapes again. Then next, you're going to go to the 6th fret. It's the kind of same shape, the same as the first shape rather, finger on the sixth string of the sixth fret of the E string, fourth finger on the eighth fret of the B string, third finger on the eighth fret of the D string. Going to move down a fret. So it's then move down another 2 frets. So it's 6, 5, 3, and then on the B string you're going to play the 5th fret and then slide up from the 3rd fret. I'll do that again. Okay, so again. One more time. And again, this is the whole thing together. Okay, so that's part 1, and we'll now move on to part 2. Okay, so for part 2, this is how it should sound. Okay, so to begin, you're going to put your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. You're going to put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and you're going to play the G string as well. So. And in between these, you're going to play the low E string as well. So it's going to go. You're then going to move your 3rd finger down to the 2nd fret. And again, play the E string. Then put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And then leave the B string open. Let's play that again. 3rd finger. 1st finger. Mistake there. And leave open. Next, you're going to go up to the 7th fret. You're going to put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string. Put your 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the G string. You're going to put your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the B string and the E string, so it's a kind of almost half barre type. And while holding that chord down, you're going to do a hammer on and pull off to the 7th fret on the E string. I'll play that again. One more time. Play the 5th fret on the B string. You're then going to go back down, put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string, put your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and you're also going to play the G string open here. And then put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and then the E string open. So it's going to go. And then you're going to slide from the 3rd fret on the B string up to the 7th fret. So that part's going to go. One more time. And then to end part 2, you're going to put your 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, your 4th finger on the 5th fret of the B string, and play the low E open. So the last chord will be. So that final part goes. Okay, so for part 3, it's just going to be a complete repeat of part 1. If you guys enjoyed the tutorial, please leave a like, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And I will see you guys later.